This is going to be a different kind of video. The first video I made on New Brunswick has done really well, and it's left some people wanting to know more about the province. I've gotten a lot of questions about where the best place in New Brunswick is, or how do the different areas compare in cost, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you guys a comprehensive review of Fredericton, Moncton, and Saint John, New Brunswick. I'll be talking about rent costs, housing costs, the local economy, the overall quality of life, and how they are all similar and different. Hope you guys enjoy. Before I get into the detailed stats, let's go over some of the basic stats with a little bit of background of all three places. Starting with Fredericton. Fredericton is the capital of New Brunswick and is the most centrally located of the three cities. The population of Fredericton is 58,220 people. The Greater Fredericton region has a population of 101,760 people. The government of New Brunswick and the universities are the primary employers of the region. The University of New Brunswick, also known as UNB, as well as St. Thomas University, are both located in Fredericton. Now for Moncton. Moncton is located in southeastern New Brunswick and is approximately 40 minutes from the Nova Scotia border. The population of Moncton is 71,889. The Moncton Census metro area has a population of 144,810 people. Moncton's economy is based around commercial, distribution, transportation, and retail, as well as insurance, IT, education, and healthcare. There are 2 hospitals in Moncton. And then you have the University de Moncton is located in Moncton, and it's a French-speaking university. Then for Saint John is located in southern New Brunswick, right on the Bay of Fundy. It is the oldest incorporated city in the country. The population of Saint John is 67,575. The Greater Saint John area has a population of 127,761. Being a port city, the economy is based around shipping, fishing, and shipbuilding. Saint John also has a fast-growing IT industry, and tourism is also a growing sector there too. Lastly, of the 3 cities, Irving, which if you don't know, they essentially run the province of New Brunswick, has their largest presence in Saint John. They currently have Canada's largest oil refinery in Saint John. Now let's take a look at rent costs. We'll start again with Fredericton. A 1-bedroom apartment in the city center of Fredericton will cost you roughly $984 a month. That's on average. A 1-bedroom apartment outside of the city center, so in the Greater Fredericton region, would be roughly $790 a month. Again, that's the average. A 3-bedroom apartment in the city center will be approximately $1,533 a month. A 3-bedroom apartment outside of the city center is roughly $1,225 a month. And we're going to use Toronto as an example here to sort of compare and contrast. Rent is 52.32% lower in Fredericton than it is in Toronto. Moving on to Moncton, a 1-bedroom apartment in the city center, roughly $952 a month. A 1-bedroom apartment outside of the city center, $779 a month. 3-bedroom apartment in the city center, $1,588 a month. A 3-bedroom apartment outside of the city center is roughly $1,250 a month. And again, using Toronto as an example, we're going to use Toronto for each of the 3. Rent is 51.93% lower in Moncton than it is in Toronto. Now moving on to Saint John, a 1-bedroom apartment in the city center of Saint John be $879 a month. A 1-bedroom apartment outside of the city center be roughly $627 a month. A 3-bedroom apartment in the city center will be $1,437 a month, and a 3-bedroom apartment outside of the city center will be $1,118 per month. Comparing it to Toronto, rent is 56.93% lower in Saint John than it is in Toronto. And before we move on to housing costs, let's take a look at the net salary per month in each of the cities, just so we can get an idea of comparing average income to average rent costs and housing costs. In Fredericton, the average net salary per month is $27.45 and 12 cents. Moncton, $32.36 and 22 cents, and Saint John 25.06 and 39 cents. So by quite a bit, you are more likely to make more money in Moncton. But if you move to Saint John, you have the cheaper housing and rent costs, so it is all relative. All right, let's take a look at housing costs. These are average numbers. Fredericton, the average house costs $261,137. In Greater Moncton, the average home costs $287,334. And then in Saint John, the average home costs $258,008. New Brunswick as a whole, the average cost is $255,587, but this is largely part to northern New Brunswick, where the average home costs $185,439. The important thing to look at when looking at these numbers is to look at the average salary to help with comparison. I gave you those numbers before. While yes, Saint John is the cheapest cost of living wise, you're most likely going to make more money in Moncton. So that doesn't mean that just because Saint John is the cheapest, you should automatically choose Saint John because you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Because although you'll be paying less, there's a good chance you'll be making less money than you would in Moncton. So when you're comparing these three cities, they are really, really close together, and it's all relative. So you're really going to have to look to pick to see which city will fit your lifestyle better and really break down the numbers to see which one's going to be best for you. Lastly, we're going to talk about the quality of life. What most people consider to be the most important thing when deciding where to move. It's a very hard stat to measure because everyone looks at things differently. Most US cities appear on lists for quality of life with detailed statistics about what makes the place good or bad. For New Brunswick, this was not easy to find at all, so this is going to be more my opinion, more of an objective view. So let's get right into it. Of the three, Saint John probably has the lowest quality of life. Various reasons come into play here, but the number one reason, in my opinion, would be because of how industrialized the city is. In general, industrialized cities are not as happy. That said, Saint John is by no means a horrible place to live or anything like that. There are lots of people that love it. I have friends that live there, and they love their home. It's not a city for everyone, but it's still a great place to live if you can make it work. Fredericton and Moncton are pretty similar when it comes to the quality of life. One isn't overly better or worse than the other. There are certainly two very different places, but they both have a lot of good about them. Moncton's location makes it very attractive for people and businesses, which is why they are the biggest city in New Brunswick. From experience, I would say Fredericton has a more laid-back vibe. Again, what I'm saying is not exactly backed by solid numbers. It's based on my personal experiences. If I had to give you a ranking of the three, I would say Moncton 1, Fredericton 2, and Saint John 3. But the gap here isn't overly large, and for all I know, I'm probably completely wrong. If I personally had to pick one of the three to live in, I'm probably going to pick Saint John because I think it would be the best city suited for me, even though I just said it probably has the lowest quality of life out of the three, but I'm just talking generally. But for me personally, I would probably choose Saint John. I hope this video has given you guys a more in-depth view of New Brunswick and what the cities in the province have to offer. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If it gets some good feedback, I can continue doing these style of videos for other provinces or other states even. Leave your suggestions below, and thanks for watching.